welcome to OnyxEarth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we are back with another pick a card reading. This is a timeless reading and another 18 plus reading. We're on a roll. I have a few thumbnails already made, which is why you see an increase in me uploading lately. I know you guys really like these 18 plus readings, so I'm gonna just keep doing them until I run out of material and then have to do something else. Okay. So because I don't mind it as much as I make it seem. Yeah, even though I want to diversify the channel, I still want to give you content that you want to watch. Otherwise, let's be honest, I am wasting my time here. So I'm just gonna roll with the energy, and I have some cute thumbnails and some cute concepts that I want to put out anyway. So we're just rolling with it. Also, special thanks to everybody that participated so far in the Valentine's Day kind of brainstorming session we have on the community page. If you have any ideas or if you want to just thumb up any of those ideas, that's helpful as well. It helps me kind of narrow down the topics that I feel would be engaging, right? So I really like the feedback that I'm getting there. Lots of strong opinions, strong concepts, things that I think are really will go over really well with all of you in the community, right? So and also it doesn't have to be just specific to Valentine's Day. If there's some types of readings that you guys feel like you like, especially if you post it and all of you start thumbing it up, I'll take that as a sign that it's a video that you want to see, and I'll obviously prioritize that over other concepts. So yeah, we're going to be trying to see today their pillow talk with you. I don't think it's going to be super long because it's a very direct question. I'm going to pull a few cards and see what this person's pillow talk with you would be like, what their kind of idea of pillow talk with you is, and yeah, that's all. So I'm gonna hop right into it. As I've been doing lately, I've been creating thumbnails. I have not been using crystals, therefore you're gonna have to rewind if you skipped the intro with the little music and everything, because I have the thumbnail blown up there for you to select your piles. So pile 1 is the plain white and light blue pillows. Okay, pile 2, it's like a set of 4. There's brown, green, and orange. Okay, and then pile 3 is like plaid and I don't know why I'm saying pink, because it's not pink, it's red, very clearly red, and they're heart shapes. Okay, so if any of these call your attention, if my description of them are good enough, you can select your pile here. Otherwise, go back if you didn't already and select your pile. Let's get into it. All right, pile 1, if you selected those plain white and light blue pillows, then this is your reading. Honestly, the word that's coming to mind looking at that image was comfort. So this person's going to be really comfortable with their pillow talk with you, just very comfortable with you and just very confident in their relationship with you and secure to the point where they're going to be very open, right? You have the strength card. Okay, that's Leo energy. It's very talks about patience, it talks about willpower, it talks about discipline. So again, this person may talk a lot about things that bother them. I know it's not sexy, but like they'll be comfortable enough to talk about the things going on with them day to day, the things that at work, issues that come up day to day. But most importantly, pile 1, this person's pillow talk with you, it's all about them being a listener. So like they'll talk, they'll share, it'll be a very serious tone, a very serious conversation. Like this is the type of person that would want to talk about your future together while laying in bed after sex. So keep in mind this person's personality type, because I feel like you can already tell at face value that that's this person's nature. But yeah, definitely a strong listener. Like this person is more prone to sitting or laying and listening to you talk as long as you need to about whatever you feel you need to talk about or get off your chest. Okay, let me pull 2 more and take the bottom. Very strong energy of being a good active listener with this person. So you've got the 10 of coins, so future, stability, work, family, building a family, like again, serious topics. This person is big on wanting to talk about plans for the future, plans for a legacy, plans for a family. And you have the three of elixirs. So fun. So not only just those serious topics, I like this card closing that row because it shows that this person is a strong listener. This person's very big on family, very big on like future planning, career, and whatnot. And that's the types of things they would talk to you about or listen to you talk about. But it also has this light-hearted vibe with this three of elixirs. It talks about fun and enjoyment. Like this person would want to plan adventures, trips, um, activities in bed. This person is also a big joker. Like there's that strong silent serious side to them, but there's also that jokester side where you two laying in the bed is just jokes, like laughing for hours at a time and just enjoying one another's company. At the bottom you have judgment. So it goes back to that serious nature, right? There's always jokes, like there's always something to laugh about, but there's also that planning. Like that judgment is all about final. Like this person would make major life decisions with you in the bed. Like the pillow talk is about, okay, so where do we stand as a couple? Should we have a kid? What do you think if we get married? What if we move in? Those types of conversations are the ones that this person would have in the bed with you after sex. Okay, the pillow talk or before sex, right? Those are types of topics this person would have, but not always. It's not always this serious, even though you have the judgment. Like that's the dominant energy. You know what? I'm getting not that that's necessarily the dominant energy. It's just that anytime you two need to have a serious talk, this person's most in their element, most comfortable talking to you about those judgment, final decisions in the bed. Like that's what you do it for. Like they won't be able to sleep at night in the bed unless they get it off their chest, right? Like they may have that strength card, that energy of kind of like keeping it to themselves all day, but then talk your head off at night. That's funny. So that's funny. It's cute. It's not cute when you have to work the next day, but it is funny. Or this person may keep you up with stories and like jokes. Like this person probably would like to watch movies and such in the bed. Like that's how this person gets down. But very beautiful energy here, very genuine energy, very passionate energy, especially with the three of elixirs. Like it's very with strength, 10 of coins, and judgment. This person is stable. You're the only person that they're trying to have pillow talk with. Like when they're laying next to you, like they're not being here, there, everywhere. Like you're the only pillow they're laying on, right? Like it's just you because of that energy. But I love how fun and how much enjoyment is surrounded by just laying in the bed, because the three of elixirs is like fun, it's like celebration, it's enjoyment. So like you two like have fun in the bed, which is interesting that you two are just like, granted it's probably talking about how good the sex is and how good the sex is leading up to conversations, but like it's just laying in the bed with you is fun for this person. So let me pull from these love-based decks, and then I'm gonna pull from those erotic decks. Honestly, this person's super flirtatious in the bed. I can already tell just from these cards. But like this person like when we're talking about sex, right? It feels like the sex is intense, right? Because with strength and judgment, it feels really intense. And like I don't want to take these cards yet because I want to finish my point. It feels like this person's really passionate about making sex fun. Okay, like working really hard and making sure you enjoy it, but not just like from an intense, super passionate like perspective. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not like the sex isn't about, oh, it's super passionate spiritual connection, even though it is with the judgment. It's about making sure you just feel good and that you want to continue having sex with them. And maybe that's just their thoughts, but it just that feels really odd the way that it came out. So yeah, it talks about okay, I got these cards. So you have it is safe for you to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. I get the feeling, which is why I'm doing the thing that like doesn't make any sense, where I'm not really clear. These cards that came out with those, this person probably doesn't have much to say or just isn't the best communicator with, like, normally with that strength card it's giving silent, and like it's giving deep thinker, very 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 smart, but not the best with words, right? So something about like that climax, that orgasm that comes from sex with you and just being relaxed and comfortable after that, makes them step into that three of elixirs energy, right? Where they kind of know exactly what to say with that judgment card. Like they were already the strength card, they were already able to listen, but with the 10 of coins it's like they kind of find their voice and know exactly what to say and how to say what they mean. Because especially with it is safe for you to love, like this person opens up after sex, like that's what loosens them up, that's what softens them, right? That's what takes down their wall, their guard. And then why they're so comfortable talking about all of these things, right? Being playful, talking about the future, expressing how they genuinely feel about you, right? So the next card you have is this could be the one, right? You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So sex with this person, after they have sex with you and probably people, they tend to take it a little bit seriously. Like they become serious with strength and the 10 of coins and judgment. Like they take you seriously after sex because they catch feelings. Like they don't know how to separate their feelings from sex, regardless of what they say. If we're being honest, like if they say that it's casual, even if it's intending to be casual, I don't feel like that's the case. Because it just feels like this person gets deeply attached and deeply involved once they've taken that step sexually with someone, right? Because you have it is safe for you to love, and this could be the one. It's like they don't open up easily, so when they do, it's because they already have feelings, right? And you have at the bottom, let your friends help you, which is ask for and accept support from others. And that's that same three of elixirs energy. And it's, you know what, this person may talk about their friends and their other relationships in the bed with you, as you know, with as the pillow talk, like discuss their friends, probably a little bit gossipy, like they might tell their friends business, which is funny. But that's, you know, they tell all of their friends business, they talk about everything that's going on, because they're an open book at this point. Once they get to the point of pillow talk, like the guard is down and they're an open book, so they're going to talk about everything. Like this person is, like I said, they go from not having much to say day to day to in the bed, keep you up all night talking, you know, but not over talking over you. Because like I said, this person's an excellent listener. They're much stronger listener than they are communicator, and that's part of what is going to make them a better communicator, because they know how to listen, right? It's not always about responding, they hear you, right? So let me pull from this other deck. But yeah, and again, that's safe for you to love. This could be the one combination. It's that same energy of, like I said, that's those serious conversations of how do you feel about me? This is how I feel about you. How do you see our future? Those are the types of things this person would talk about after sex, the pillow talk and whatnot. You know, this is the type of person to start grading their sexual performance, and ask you like how it was and what do you like, what they could do differently, you know, try to explain to you things that they would like to try, you know, things like that. This is the type of person that would give you advice on everything you're talking about as well. Okay, let me get, what is this? Interesting. This is a person that will call you out on your nonsense, pile one. You have mixed signals. A lover is unsure of what they want, sending you mixed signals, causing great confusion. Maybe it's best to move on. That's why you have it is safe for you to love. At the bottom, you have long distance. It may be tough to keep the love alive, or they live in another location from you, or try to stay positive. Again, that's that same energy, like those serious conversations, like where do we stand? Are we moving in together? We live in two different places. What are we going to do, right? Mixed signals. And it is safe for you to love. It's like you may be distant, and sex is, after having sex, this person feels like they may have peeled back a few layers. They'll confront you on how distant, you know, long distance you are, outside of sex, if that's you, or if this is their energy, like if they're cold naturally and then after sex they get all gushy, that's the nature. So either they're this way, right, where they're super serious and distant and attached, and then after sex they get really mushy, or they feel like you're detached and they use sex and laying next to you after that as a means to get closer to you, to try to feel you out, to see why you're so cold, to let you know that it is safe for you to love, that they can be trusted, that they could be the one, right, that they're serious about you. So that's definitely the types of things that this person would talk about, like, you know that why are you so cold, why are you so detached energy. You could be a little softer kind of energy, or it's them, one or the other. So let me pull from this deck. Again, yeah, so it's the same exact stuff I keep saying. So hopefully those adult decks give me something else. So new chapter. A fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life. Right? And at the bottom, you have explore, take a ride and explore new scenery or each other's inner thoughts. So deep, deep conversations this person wants to have. At the bottom, like what slipped from the top is sweet songs. So this person probably would play music, sing songs, like in the bedroom, wanting to, like, music is a big deal for this person, right? But this person wants to talk about their future plans with you, planning to be together, planning like where you see yourself in the next however many months as a couple, or if you even are going to be a couple. Like, this person wants to know everything that's coming with you two in union. That's cute. So but I could see why that probably would be a little annoying some nights, just because it's like, go to bed. But like that, that's just how this person is. Like, that's when their mind starts um running at night, and they kind of want to talk after having sex, when you're probably just tired and ready to just like go to bed. Let me see. But yeah, it's all about, like, this person, like I mentioned watching TV. This person's probably like would put music on, talk about trips, start planning a trip. Like, this person's really busy after sex. I feel like sex energizes this person. Like, it knocks down their wall, makes them comfortable, but they don't get tired after sex. They get more energized after sex. And if anything, this feels like a person that's going to have sex with you multiple times in one setting. So like, you would have like 2-3 sessions of pillow talk. So like, you'd have sex, lay down and talk, have sex again, lay down and talk some more. Yeah, because you have slow and steady, wise planning, meticulous, careful delays. And that's this person's nature. That's why that they're so active after sex. It's like their mind, they don't know how to silence their mind. Let me pull one more from this deck to clarify that slow and steady energy. So again, busy, absent, taken, heart's reach, unavailable. That is that same energy. It's either you or them, pile one, where the sex is opening one, or maybe it's both of you, right? You're slowly and steady, like, it's slowly and steady, like the progression of the connection, and you're exploring one another and really getting to know each other, because there's that fear, that distance, that needing to, like, maybe if this is a friends with benefits situation, you have let your friends help you. It's like being friends first to make it less scary to be together, right? Because you have that, it is safe for you to love, and it's like being afraid to kind of take that next step. That's why you're sending each other mixed signals, and being kind of afraid to step into that new chapter. You actually may make playlists for one another, or like send each other songs, or think of certain songs that remind you of one another, even when you're not like in the bed and whatnot, because that's just the energy. And I do feel like some of you, this is a long distance connection. So maybe you're not, your pillow talk may be web based or phone based because you're not physically in the bed. So that's probably why there's all of this conversation. It's probably late night conversations, like you can't sleep, you're thinking about one another, so you're talking because you're not physically there, because you're slowly trying to find how to be available for one another, because again, there's that distance. Okay, at the bottom you have memories, past lives, karmic, soulmates, reminiscing, do you remember? So lots of talking about past situations and memories, and how you grew up and how they grew up, and do you remember when we did this, and you remember when I told you about that person. So lots of chatter. Like this pillow, like this pile has so much pillow talk, so much pillow talk. And I have two cards that are face down from that deck that I guess just didn't make it. So I'm gonna take them. You have give me space, time apart, boundaries, no contact, and call. So that's two phones, because there's a phone here. You have unavailable, you have give me space, and then you have call. So again, that's again with the mixed signals. It feels like somebody is busy but wants to talk and can't, so they try to talk when they can. So if there's distance between the two of you, then obviously that's why you have all of this chatter and whatnot. But it feels like one or both of you is sending mixed signals in general. And if you haven't had sex, having sex and then being just laying in the bed after would make you have to confront those feelings you two have for one another, whether it's both of you just acknowledging it or one of you calling the other out. Okay, so let me pull from the Sex Answers Oracle deck. I don't know, I thought y'all were just gonna be like in the bed having freaky conversations. This is like serious planning your life energy, pile one. So it makes sense. If I look at the images of the pillows that I use, if any of the three piles would have had this energy, I'm not gonna lie, it makes sense that it's you. Now, I'm not saying the other two won't have this energy. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get a diverse energy, but it makes sense that this pile is a little more serious, a little more stable, trying to see where the connection is headed. So the first card you got from Sex Answers Oracle is going to make you mine. So this is a person that is all about your torso. This is a person that's gonna that's gonna rub your chest, rub your stomach, doesn't matter your gender. Like they're part of their pillow talk is about exploring, right? The explore card, exploring your body, right? Asking you about the sex, right? Do you remember how I made you come, kind of energy, right? Like, do you remember how you felt just a few minutes ago? Don't detach, right? Don't be acting funny, right? That's the energy of this person after, doing a do, going to make you mine, basically telling you that you are theirs, that it's safe for you to love, to open up because you're not going anywhere. It's very territorial energy, okay? So let me see if I can get another card. Yeah, this is a person that talks that probably like it's a contrast. That's probably why you have mixed signals, because this person's personality contrasts in so many ways. Like they're very multifaceted in an interesting way, because they're very quiet, like a strong silent type one moment, and then they're like silly and a jokester the next moment, and then they're wanting to have serious conversations after not talking and being a strong silent listener. But after having those serious conversations, they want to go back to talking flirty dirty. That's why you have multiple sessions in a night. They want to claim you and make sure like they want to feel all over your body, like they're gonna grab you possessively, hold you in the bed and be like, you're mine, kind of energy. So it's a lot of different energies happening in one setting. Exactly. Submit to me. So from a sexual perspective, this is a very dominating energy. Like this person's very dominant, and they're not open to I don't want to say sharing you, but like any idea of you. Like this is the type of person that would be like, okay, like if you had sex with this person and then you went into bed, they would lay down and think about how good it was, and then they would like kind of turn over to you and be like, I better never catch you having sex with somebody else, because like they would be so paranoid that you would be having sex with somebody else the way that you had sex with them just now, that's what the conversation would be like. Gonna make you mine, submit to me, right? Like that's the energy of this person. So let me see. I'm gonna get one more and take the bottom, and then I'm gonna pull from the other deck. Yeah, like this is a person that during sex would be like bend over. A mess. So let's see. I want one more. Okay, I guess two more. You've got into role playing, and that's giving me that not role playing per se, so much as the mixed signals energy, like that energy of having all of these various aspects of their personality. Oh my goodness, you have got mixed signals again. So you two should definitely stop playing games. You know, like this is an 18 plus reading, so we're digging into the sexual energy. But even if this isn't a person that you've had sex with, if this is a person you're planning on have sex with, like you're sending mixed signals. Work that out before you create unnecessary drama, because you got two cards, right, that say mixed signals. Show your wild side, and it talks. That's making sense, because what's happening is you two feel free and liberated after having sex. If you haven't already, if you have sex with this person, it's gonna feel it's gonna open you up a little more, open them up a little more. You'll show your wild side. You'll get comfortable, feel safe to love, and then start exploring one another and having these types of conversations. You just have to be careful not to detach again after. But whatever those mixed signals are, I mean, you do have the call card, so that talks about needing to communicate clearly. And I did mention that this person already is not a good communicator. So if you're not a good communicator, then I can understand the struggle, because it's both of you, right? So let me pull from this deck. And I'm going to take it. That's it. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this from the other deck? There is a card on the floor from the other deck. Okay, so no. Is it from the other deck or is it from this deck? I don't even know how this card hit the floor, because I haven't grabbed this deck since before I started to shuffle. And it's interesting that this is the card that was on the floor as I was having that conversation about the mixed signals and the trust issues, because it is trust issues, which makes sense considering the energy of this reading. The being vulnerable while either tired or feeling the high of the ecstasy of sex. It just, you two open up but then shut back down if you're actively having sex together, or having sex would open you up with this game playing that you have, the trust issues and the two energies of sending each other mixed signals. I'm assuming that it's both of you because it's two cards that say mixed signals, okay? And then you have Temptress. And then you have self-pleasure. And that makes sense, because if we're talking about distance, like if you're a couple that has distance for whatever reason, whether it's just no contact, whether there's physical distance because you two just live in different areas, that you two would be on the phone and your pillow talk would be you two masturbating on the phone, right? That makes sense. That makes sense, especially with the Temptress energy. It's like the teasing, maybe that mixed signals trust issues is you not trusting each other with that distance. But if there's not a distance and you two are just playing games with the mixed signals and not being upfront about how you feel, then that self-pleasure is probably like what you have to do when you're playing games, right? Like if you're hot one minute and cold one minute, when you're hot you can be active, but when you're cold you're on your own, right? So at the bottom you have erotic stories. So this is a person that loves to talk really dirty in the pillow talk, right? Like in the bed, like they want to talk about, like I did say, they want to elaborate on how you feel and how they were feeling during sex, right? Do you remember, right? Erotic stories. They want to talk about sex. Sometimes you two may not even be in the bed together having sex. You're just talking about the sex you had, and that's okay. Like that's just the energy of this person. So yeah, erotic stories, like just dirty talk, whispering, teasing each other with a temptress energy, getting each other riled up, which is like that energy I picked up on earlier. Multiple rounds of sex with the pillow talk. You probably have like 2-3 sessions of pillow talk in an evening because of how busy you're getting into it, right? Okay. So yeah, that is all I have for you today, pile one. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, pile two, their pillow talk with you. Let's see what that topic is, what those topics are, what it's like. What are you talking about in bed after you do the do? You and this person. Let's see. Pillow talk with you. I guess we'll take it because there's like 3 of them that fell. I'm just, oh, okay. This is interesting energy because this is adorable. So first of all, we have counterparts because we have the Queen of Elixirs, beauty potion. So this is a person that admires you as you admires your body after sex. So it's kind of like they're in awe. Like if anything, they'll just kind of stare you down and just observe you like, yes, I made pile 2 mine. I conquered pile 2. Like even if it's not like a formal relationship, they're like, at least for the evening, pile 2 is mine. Like me and pile 2, man. You have calming tonic, which is the king of elixir. So really, really relaxed energy. Again, that feeling of just being in awe, feeling completely in alignment with you after sex. Like this is a person that feels like you two were made to have sex together. So that's the type of things that they're thinking about in the bed with you after sex. The pillow talk, like they'll probably tell you like, you're my soulmate, right? If they're into like divine counterparts energy, they'll refer to you as that. Like, you know, this is a person that gets in their feelings after sex and starts telling you they love you, even if they don't. But for a lot of you, this is a genuine connection, right? And this person will be telling you that they love you, but they genuinely do. They see you as counterparts, right? King and Queen of Elixirs, doesn't matter the gender. And then you have Knight of Blades, which is like here it's giving like a cup poured over. It's like spilling all of their own tea, just confessing everything that they feel, they think, their darkest secrets in the bed. Like that's what this person would do. Like the pile 2, your person is all about just spilling their own tea when they get that calm and relaxed after having sex. So I think that's funny and I think it's cute as well. And they want to talk about more sex, but they, again, all of their secrets and everything. You have the Death card, that Scorpio energy, especially since you have both the King and Queen of Cups. That's water sign energy. So could have Scorpio placements, could be Scorpio dominant, but it also talks about being fixated and obsessed in that energy that I said of just admiring you and being in your presence, just admiring your scent, just being next to you, just holding you throughout the evening after sex, right? That's this person's energy. Wanting to dig out your deepest, darkest secrets. That's the types of things that they want to talk about. And obviously, they want to talk more about sex. They want to talk about how you like it. Honestly, this person's pillow talk, the cards already, it feels like an energy of somebody prepping you to have sex again. Like there's no way that the conversations you're having with this person after sex, or even if your pillow talk is just laying down to go to bed, you're gonna there's no way you get in the bed with this person and not have sex with them. Like I can already tell just based off of their energy. Now I want to try to keep this concise. I may only need 1 card from each deck. I'm feeling like I do. I'm going to try to stick with that for this pile. Let's see. I don't even know why I got that. So let's see what I can get. But I mean, this is really sexual energy. And just like that, I was like, oh, I'm going to pull one. I got like a gazillion. And I'm not taking them. It's way too many. So I probably will be taking one. But yeah, this is really sexual energy, like a merging of two energies, two spirits. That's how deeply they want to go with you sexually and how deeply they want to go with you just mentally as they explore you through conversation. I may not even need this deck. This deck doesn't want to talk. So we're going to either go back to it or we're going to skip over it. And a card just left from the middle of the deck that I grabbed. And it is Love at First Sight. Like I literally split it and a card just jumped. And it was this one, Love at First Sight. So it says, the instant gravitational pull you two felt when first meeting lets you know that this is a soul connection. Again, like that divine counterpart energy, and you have higher self. So no matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust the guidance of your higher self. So this person literally wants to merge with you. Like they want to merge with you. And it's like a super passionate, super hypersexual energy. Like they can't get enough of you. So like I'm just saying that the pillow talk is short lived because they want to immediately merge with you again. Right? Every time you open your mouth, boom, sex. Because love at first sight, it's like every time you say something, it turns them on. Every time they say something, it turns you on. And once you two have that high of like sex and the orgasm, it's hard for you to come down from it with higher self. So you're constantly like chasing it, like having sex. Like it's not like with Power One, even though maybe if you felt called to pull Power One, you could have. Power One is more like, okay, let's have sex, round one. Okay, let's talk and laugh. Okay, let's have sex again. With you, it feels like a pull. It feels like for you, Power Two, you and this person cannot keep your hands off each other. It's not, oh, let's have sex. It's you can't not have sex when you're that close together in the energy of having sex. It's hard to pull yourself down from that high. Let me see what this deck has to say about that. Yeah, this is a person that will talk to you and say, the moment I saw you, I knew you were the one. That's the types of things that this person will say to you during pillow talk, like, or after sex, however you want to phrase it. Like they'll say, I knew the moment I saw you, you were the one. I knew the moment I saw you, you would be mine. Again, it's heavy on you're my soulmate. If you believe in twin flame, whatever, that's the energy with that higher self card. This deck says secret lover. The relationship will be kept a secret. Just be sure this decision is okay with both of you and not one-sided. So if this is a connection where one or both of you is, you know, keeping to yourself. Oh, this is a person that'll say, I saw you, I knew I loved you the moment I saw you. And like I liked you way before I let you know. That's the types of things that this person would say. And there's also a person that feels like you came into their life for a reason. They want to talk about that, because at the bottom you have karmic love, and I know that gets a bad rap, but it's not, I promise. It says you'll have an instant attraction with your karmic, but it's not meant to last. However, you'll learn some big lessons in love. Now, I'm not going to take this literally because I don't have that negative perception of karmic connections the way that the spiritual community seems to have popularized. I feel like it's a lesson, right? It's about learning something. Like this person is going to want to have conversations about you, about what you know that they don't know, things that they know that you don't know. You want to share knowledge, right? That higher self, learning, digging deeper with that death card, transforming together. That's what they want to do. And that's some heavy sex, right? That's some transformative sex with that karmic love and that death card next to each other, like transforming you two through sex. And that's this person's kind of pillow talk, pillow vibe, I guess is a better concept for this pile, at least. Like they really want to go deeper, learn all of your secrets, tell all of theirs, and just and honestly really keep you to themselves. Like they don't want other people seeing you. Like this is a person that, similar to Power One, is very possessive. They don't want other people seeing you. The idea of somebody else seeing you naked or seeing you in the ways that they've seen you really upsets them. Like it really upsets them. So let me see if I can get this deck to finally talk to see what's gonna types of things this person talks about. Types of pillow talk from this person. Okay, Power Two. Are you gonna finally talk for me? It looks like it wanted to. person that will talk to you about how dangerous they are. Again, spilling their own tea. They will tell you everything that they've ever done that is bad, and they don't care. You have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Like, they'll tell you, I'm probably bad for you. Like, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of the holiday time. This person will literally say to you, like, you better enjoy it while it lasts. I'm probably gonna like ruin you with the karmic love. Like, if they have that perception of karmic love, the way that, you know, the spiritual community is popularizing it, like, this person will literally say, like, I will ruin you, pal, too. Like, I'm telling you right now, the sex is good. Like, I'm turning you out, but like, I will ruin you because I have issues. Like, this took a little bit of a turn. It's kind of toxic, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect that karmic love card to be that way, but sitting next to the death and the Scorpio energy, I probably was trying to downplay it a little bit. I probably was, but like, this person's like, I am a walking red flag. This is the honeymoon phase because I have family issues. That's why this deck didn't want to talk. It was spilling tea. We had to get through the person's energy, right? I have a side of me that you don't know about, secret lover, right? Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, like, you know, this person probably has issues with one or both of their parents. I'm going to put this deck here. Yes. Yeah, it took a bit of a turn, but it's not, I mean, this is that toxic. This is that really, I don't want to say good, but that really passionate, toxic sex that this person will give you, you know, but they're very honest. This person gets really honest after sex. So they'll tell you everything, but I do get the feeling, and I'm not trying to like downplay this person's red flags, because please pay attention to the red flags, okay? And if this person's telling you that they're trouble for you, you need to believe them. They are not making that up. But I do believe that people carry trauma and sometimes tend to be a bit judgmental to themselves, a bit hard on themselves, especially if this is like that love at first sight, deep, intense energy, and that counterpart energy of the King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. Like, this person probably feels like you're too good for them, so they're likely to self-sabotage because of those issues that they have. So I truly feel like the connection and the sex and just the feelings they have for you is triggering with that death and karmic love card. So they're prone to pushing you away and telling you that they'll ruin you. Because this person will literally tell you in the bed after sex that I'll ruin you. Like, if you get too close, you will get burned. You know? So let's see what this deck has to say. And then I have the last two decks. That's probably why that deck didn't want to talk. It was like, I don't really want to say this. Like, this person would not tell you this. The only time this person would be that honest with you about their issues is after sex. Like, they'll be feeling the high of sex, all emotional and in their feelings. And then they would come out to you like, I'll ruin you. What is this card? I see. This is a really traditional person, which is interesting because they give rebel energy. They give rebel energy of like that toxic energy. I'm not gonna lie. So like, you have powerful man in reverse, and it says bossy, egotistical, aggressive. Now, it is a person that has lots of red flags, somebody that could cause trouble, someone that could take advantage of you and harm you, you know, emotionally, you know, mentally, possibly even physically. But it's showing me those family issues, that powerful man. This person, especially if it's a masculine, but gender does not matter, needs to heal, right? And this sexual connection, this spiritual connection is very triggering of those family issues, right? Like, this person looks at you and sees their whole future, but at the same time, that's scary. That's scary for them because they're like, I can't see my future with this person because how do I start a family when I haven't healed from my own trauma? That's why this person's kind of overreacting to their own red flags. Like, they think some of these people think they're more trouble than they actually are. Okay. At the bottom, you have old school, vintage, chivalrous dates, courtship photos. So this person is not feeling up to that. So especially if secret lover means that this is a secret connection, a connection that is deeply private, that, you know, one of you is hiding the other. If this person is hiding you, it's because they don't feel confident enough in courting you officially, because they don't feel good enough. Like they feel like what they like the sex and the way that it is all that they have to offer. So this is a very loaded pile, loaded energy. But I mean, I know how you guys get down because every time I do readings and I try to make them like one dimensional, it does not work because all of your business comes out. All of your business comes out. So let me see from these sex decks. But yeah, I mean, this person is kind of it's a low self-esteem situation, and it comes out after sex because that's when they start pouring it out. You have domination. Yeah, this is a person that'll put it on you for real, and then after that tell you how toxic they are, you know. Yeah, other lovers. That may be part of the problem for some of you. And then great lover. So yeah, this person is the type to put it on you and then tell you about it. Like, listen, I'm not, I'm a lot, right? You have intense affair. This person is a lot and they know it. You have now intense affair with the death card and karmic love. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Then you have domination, other lovers, great lover. It's given demon D, right? Can't say that word on YouTube, but it is. Especially if you're dealing with someone with one of those, okay? It doesn't have to be, but this person is a lot, okay? Need to be uninhibited. Yeah, this is a person that has control issues, but at the same time, their goal is to break down your walls, right? And that's the energy of the pillow talk with you, is them breaking down your walls while maintaining a level of being guarded. Okay. You got submit to me. Very dominating energy, right? Submit to me. Domination. This is the type of person that will have sex with other people and flip out if you do the same. Like flip out. That's part of that red flag. Especially if we're talking about a traditional male with that old school card. Like it's giving that energy of women can't do what men do. Yeah, worth waiting. Like this is a person that after sex with you will be very dominating and all of that, but try to pressure you into waiting. And I say pressure because some of you, it is not a healthy connection. Others of you, it's not quite as toxic. It's worth waiting. It's like, I'm trying to heal. Like, I need you to be patient with me as I work through this. Like, like I'm not quite ready. Can't handle you. So that's also that intimidating energy of that person being insecure. But it also talks about their need to control you, especially if you have a more dominant personality type yourself. This person wants to control you, but they can't. And that's part of like the issue. Try new things. So they'll talk about experimenting. And again, this person does have a fear of starting a family with this healing family issues. So 100%, this is the person that after you do part of that pillow talk, guess what's the first thing they're going to ask you? Did you take your birth control if it applies? Prior to sex, do you have protection? Like this is a person that is extremely guarded. They don't want to have children yet. They don't want to, if they don't already, right? Or any more children yet. They are very, very guarded emotionally, and whatnot. So like I said, if they talk a lot, like they'll spill all their own tea out of the ecstasy of sex, but after the guard goes right back up once that high goes down. So maybe like the first 20 minutes after sex, laying down, that's when all of these emotions comes out, and after that they come back down to earth and that guard comes back up. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, pile 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile 3, their pillow talk with you. We're gonna just jump right into it. I did the other two piles. All of their business came out, but it was fun. It was interesting. It wasn't too crazy. It wasn't bad. It was just interesting, right? So let's see what I get for you. What's this person's pillow talk with you like, pile 3? Let's just see. Let's just see. I was able to cut off a few minutes out of the first two piles, so hopefully this reading isn't too long and we can not make these as long as some of the other ones have been. And look at these two cards trying to come out. Oh, Lord. Okay, we've got 8 of Rods, okay, which is fast paced energy. It is very aggressive. It is very quick, rapid. Like this person, like I don't want to say that sex was really fast with this person, but it's possible that sex was really fast with this person. Either that or right after, immediately after they start talking. And they start talking quick and they have a lot to say. Okay, what is this other one? Yeah, Blaze. It's like this person has sex with you and then they have revelations. They have realizations. They remember things they forgot about and they want to bring it up and talk about it, or they may actually get up and do it. At the bottom, you have the Magician. I feel like this is it for me. I'm not gonna pull a third one, okay, because that's a lot right there. So much that I'm pushing it almost out of frame. So yeah, so the Magician card rules, it's ruled by Gemini, Mercury, which communication, right? That's all about communication. Like this person has so much to say in the bed, so much to say, like a lot. Like I've never seen someone that talks so much. For pile 3, like this person has so much to say. Like they have so many ideas. They probably get inspired after sex. If this person is a creative in any form, after sex, they will literally like get up and go do whatever the creative thing is. Like if they write, if they do music, if they paint, if they design, whatever it is, if they, even it doesn't have to be a creative, even if they're an analytical type, if there's some code they're trying to crack, if there's some type of thing that they're trying to do, some algorithm, like they have the energy after sex. Like sex is like the hugest. They actually use sex to manifest, I'm realizing. Like this person literally uses sex to energize them. Like I'm not even certain you have much pillow talk with this person because they're not laying down. This person got up. Literally. Like this person got up. This person got up and had something to go do after sex with you. And like they probably make you feel like you're that person, pile 3, because like while like everybody's like, oh, put you to bed, like it's the opposite. It's like having sex with pile 3 gave me energy. Like having sex with pile 3 made me reach like my peak performance in whatever thing it is I need to do. Like this person is the type to get up and go for a run after having sex with you. It's interesting because I did not expect this energy at all. But there's like an awakening. There's an understanding, a certain comprehension that comes from the orgasm they have with you. Like something about the way that your energies merge, and it is Gemini, the sign of twins. So like the way that this union comes together sexually, this person comes out of it inspired. Like it's a high and it's energy and it's creative. Like this is a person that in a very literal sense may talk about having children, like creating life in the bed with you if they're still in the bed, because this is not the energy of somebody that's still in the bed. This is somebody that had an awakening right after sex and is like, I have to go write this down, or I have to go like handle this, like I'm inspired. So but yeah, this is a person that talks a lot. Most of the talking is probably during sex because this person feels like they conjure, manifest, create during sex. Like they use that power towards a higher goal, like towards some goal or something. Like this person definitely could be into sex magic. Let me see what this deck has to say about this person's pillow talk with you. I'm not gonna lie, I think this pile is the most I almost said inspiring energy, which is hilarious. I was gonna say, I meant to say surprising energy, because this is not what I expected. So what is that? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So, if this is a person that has sex with you and immediately gets up to leave and doesn't come back, obviously it was a booty call. I'm just like, don't question your feelings. They are valid. That's for some of you that where all of this activity is this person kind of being a player, and they kind of have sex and then quickly leave. That's why they're not pillow talk, because they're like, let me get up out of here, right? Because you have pay attention to the red flags, right? The signs are cautioning you. So some of you, it is a red flag. This person gets up and runs away immediately. Others of you, it's not a red flag that, as far as the relationship, it is maybe a red flag about this person's mental health because of how stimulated they are by sex. Like they may chase the high of sex with you. Like they may have like a sex addiction with you, to the point where they have sex with you because they know it's going to inspire you. So just watch that for their mental health, things like that. And also it talks about like red flags. I don't read any cards that's strictly negative. That's not my reading style. I feel like every card has a duality. You know, there's no light without dark. So that red flags card is not necessarily about something wrong, but it's about bringing your attention to something and awareness. So it talks about you bringing this person to attention and you being more conscious about your feelings for this person and recognizing them as valid, as that card says, right? And that's the light version of that reading. So let me get a card from this deck here. This is also a person with that, pay attention to the red flags, the romantic feelings. This is a person that would say to you that they realize that they have feelings for you after sex. I saw 2-3 cards that I didn't want to take because it was too many, but it was kind of mirroring that energy. Like it was manic love and something else. So it talks about that obsessive energy of not being able to keep your hands off of one another, or them not being able to keep their hands off of you because of possibly a sex addiction. So watch that. You have protected by love. Your partner will be protective of you, feeling an obligation to take care of you. Be sure it's not possessiveness. That's part of that red flag energy, that possessive energy, that protecting energy. Or you possessive over them. At the bottom you have settling in love, and it says maybe you've given up on finding true love and decided to settle for second best. Don't make that mistake. So some of you, this person's settling for you sexually, and I hate to say that like that, but it is the case. Like that's why this person's so quick to move around. Like it's kind of like they're buying time. That's why you have pay attention to the red flags. So just make sure that's not your situation, and if it is, here is your confirmation if you've been feeling that way and kind of clinging to a connection that is not serving you. Others of you, it's like you stabilize this person's energy. Like this person has manic tendencies. It's probably why that card flipped itself out. Like they get high off of sex, right? And like they get possessive. But like the red flag is that they need you to stabilize them or to stimulate them, right? With that settling in love, like settling, stabilizing energy. And it's also saying that the red flag may be that this person is not stable, that they're not gonna be whether it's mentally or stable in terms of going to be a good partner in a romantic connection. Okay, because this person does have like control issues, possessive issues and whatnot. Okay, let me see. It's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards too. I see a lot of cards even in that deck. It was like about marriage and like staying. So this is a person that is not quite stable but desires stability. Okay, and that's probably topic of pillow talk when you get them to lay down, because the person does not lay down. That's part of the red flags. Like, that's energy of like very active energy, those red flags, and part of this person's just moving around, right? Again, hustler, unique job, sex worker. So this person may just be a workaholic, and that's probably why they're so busy after sex with you. Like, they're super busy because like they got a lot going on. That's probably a red flag. They don't have enough time for you. They don't have enough time to give you that attention. You do have Virgin at the bottom of the deck, which is purity, innocence, angelic, right, abstinence, celibacy. And maybe that's what the red flag is, that maybe this person is not sexually experienced. So you having sex with them is a stimulant because it's not a feeling they're used to having. And that's why it's that way. That's why it's triggering the possessiveness. That's why it's triggering the, I don't want to say manic episode, because I don't want to call them manic. I'm not like a doctor. I'm not going to talk about this person's mental health, but they're feeling like really active after sex in a way that may not necessarily be natural, depending on the person. Not all of you are dealing with somebody that's on that level of a high, but yeah. And also watch that, because it's showing that, especially if you haven't had sex with this person already, don't go into it with expectations too high, because this person feels inexperienced to a degree, at least less experienced than you perceive them to be, because you're kind of perceiving them to kind of be good at sex with that sex worker energy, but this person's really inexperienced, and because your expectations are too high, you may feel underwhelmed sexually with that settling in love. Like, you may not feel sexually satisfied after having sex with this person, right? And that's part of that. Pay attention to the red flags. It's like, don't cloud your own judgment. Don't fall for that illusion of the magician, especially if this person presents themselves in a way that is that of like that player energy, the magician, with that sex worker energy, because this person is all talk. They are not that experienced, and it's gonna take communication and effort for them to know what they're doing as it relates to sex with you, especially if you are experienced. If not, if you're both inexperienced, then you'll just figure it out together. But I'm saying this person's not as experienced as you think they are sexually. Okay? Let me pull one last oracle deck, and then I have the 2 sex-based oracle decks so we can get more clarity on what's going on here. Let's do a pillow talk with you. I didn't get much pillow talk at all. This person hopped out of the bed immediately. They did. Like, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Some of you, this person is genuinely like I don't want to say sex magic, but like that manifestation energy, like that passion. Like you made them passionate about life. They're like, yeah, I just had sex with Pile 3, and I feel inspired by Pile 3 to go create something. Like, if this person's a painter, they may go paint your body or something dramatic like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the energy. So at the bottom, not at the bottom, this other deck, the card threw itself out, is the law of attraction. And it says, we attract what we are. Use the law of attraction to manifest your perfect match by being the perfect match to yourself first. And that's the energy that I'm getting from this person, is like law of attraction. We talked about manifestation and whatever. Like, that's this person's energy and how they feel after sex with you. At the bottom, look at that. Telepathy. Pay attention to the telepathic messages that are being sent and received at this time. So this person doesn't talk to you after sex. I mean, like I said, some of you, it's a lot of words, a lot of conversation during and after sex, but the vast majority of you in this pile, it is this person that just has so much energy. They just have to get up and go do something real quick to release this energy, to stabilize themselves. Even the Virgin card, it's like meditating. It's like, I need a moment after dealing with Pile 3, right? That's what's happening. And it's a lot of psychic energy, really psychic energy, with that law of attraction and telepathy, and then magician. So this person's is more like, if this person comes back to bed or doesn't, just lays in the bed with all of their anxiety, they're just staring at you, talking to you, like in the mind, right? Telepathy, like that law of attraction, staring at each other, just understanding what the other's thinking, sitting in silence, being comfortable with one another. Okay, so let me pull from these 2 decks really quickly. It's feeling like you turned this person out, Pile 3. It's feeling like they got turned out, and that they don't know how to handle being turned out by you, which is funny, because I felt like Pile 2 was the opposite. So if you pick both, maybe you're turning each other out. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, let's see. Pile 2, their pillow talk with you. Real quiet. Like I said, that it's more that intense energy. It's not about so much the words, so much as the energy between the two of you with that law of attraction and telepathy. It you know, even that Magician Gemini energy is similar to those two cards. What is this? Open a relationship. Let me see what that means before I jump to conclusions. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hiding my intentions. So you have open a relationship and hiding my intentions. It talks about vulnerability. It's, you know, like that on a spiritual level, you two are connecting. You two have connected already. Even if you have sex, it's a deeply spiritual, telepathic connection, that law of attraction type connection, that magician type energy. But beyond the physical, there's an emotional attachment that's why you have to pay attention to the red flags. Some of you may not be emotionally compatible and it's a spiritual connection, a sexual attraction, and you're not meant to stay together. Others of you, you have got mixed signals when I stopped just now, but I'm going to keep shuffling because I want one more. But you may feel like you're settling because you're not connecting beyond that telepathic thing. Like you're not talking, a lot of you, beyond that telepathic connection. Got mixed signals wanted to show again. So you may have wanted to pick one of the other two piles. It's a very similar energy to, I can't remember which pile. So if another pile called you, definitely watch it to help you with this. What is, I want one more of these cards and it's not committing, right? Maybe there's a lack of commitment here. And we'll just, okay, so now I'm going to commit to a card since that one's not jumping. Oh, right when I said I wasn't, so maybe that's the dynamic of your connection, pile 3. Right when I said, okay, well, if the cards aren't going to jump, if the cards are going to commit to one itself, I'm going to just take one. And maybe there's an ultimatum. And guess what card that was? God mixed signals. So like when I said I was going to just pull one, God mixed signals said, fine, I'll jump. Because it's been a warning to jump. So if you're playing games, stop, especially since at the bottom you have, you're the one I want. So if you're talking during like sex, after sex, when you get back into bed, if you open your mouth, you're going to talk about those mixed signals and hiding your intentions and opening up to the relationship, opening up the relationship. Like open a relationship is a funny card for me because I read it in a way that I do not believe it's intended to be read, but the way that it aligns with the rest of the cards I typically pull, it just feels like opening up to a connection rather than opening up your connection to other people. And even if it is opening up the connection to other people, it doesn't mean bring other people into the relationship sexually, not for this pile at least. It's showing the world how you feel about one another, opening up, right? Especially with you're the one I want. And then you have fantasies, and she's wearing glasses, so that's about clarity, right? We've got fantasies and clarity right here. At the bottom is desire, right? Sexual healing, that makes sense. Why you're so inspiring for this person. After having sex, they get all this energy. Long lasting. Ooh, okay, so we talked about it being an experience, some of you, but I mean, you got long lasting. So this is a patient person that's going to take their time. I mean, the sex is going to be good. Maybe it'll be a bit awkward at first, but I mean, at the bottom, you have hot sex. So, I mean, that is spirit wanted to make sure that I understood, so that I needed to let pile 3 know that the sex was not going to be that awkward. It was going to be pleasurable. Obviously, it was good enough to where this person, is like energized after, but I do feel like it's a bit of you turning them out more than them turning you out, pile 3. right? You're the one I want. That's the message. It's hot sex, long lasting, sexual healing, fantasies, like sex with them, like sex with you, pile 3. They'll be thinking about it long after. Like even when they jump out of the bed and they're doing whatever thing they're doing, whether it's writing, recording something, they're thinking about sex with you the whole time. Okay, because they have to. Like that's just the way that it is. They can't think about anything else because sex with you, right? And like you two may get turned on at a distance because of that telepathy energy, right? That law of attraction. Like you can feel each other craving one another. That's the type of connection you two have. Okay, so that is all I have for you today, pile 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.